At this point in time, it's about the children. They are covered in dirt. They smell very badly.
Put your feet in there.
Yeah, it's okay. And I will get my kids back. You're doing my hand check, you stupid.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing? Did you just kick an officer? If you kick somebody, you
I'm not trying to.
You kicked me for a felony. I'm telling you what you're doing. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
Wow! Y'all made the disturbance, Y'all made the disturbance. That's y'all's excuse. That's y'all's excuse. You ain't nobody complain but y'all.
Mothers are meant to set an example, but some did the exact opposite. These are the shocking stories of bad mothers whose actions taught their kids exactly what not to do.
Hey. Hi, sweetheart. How are you doing? Hi. Are you Courtney? Yeah, why? Okay. Are these all your babies? Yeah. Okay.
Hey, puppy.
All right, where's
My
your
sister's down the way in the Halloween store.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Walking them, but they're bad, so they had to come back.
With the first case, we focus on this mother who is just enjoying herself in the parking lot while her children seem to be covered in dirt. And as if that wasn't bad enough, once the officers approached the vehicle, it seemed that the mother was under the influence of drugs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're just getting some calls of some children running around in the parking lot and people got concerned and nervous
Oh yeah, no. Well, my mom did run away when she fell. And so the kids, they tried to chase after her, but I told them, please.
The dog. Yeah. How long have you had your dog for?
Since she was 4 weeks.
Hi, puppy. What's her name?
Her name's Cashmere.
Cashmere. All right. So does your sister have kids too, or is she?
Yeah.
Okay, and they're all down there.
Yeah.
And then how many are? I can't even tell. How many kids you got? Oh my gosh. How many does she have?
She has 4.
So you have 7 total with you guys right now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Okay. We'll go talk inside. She's got 3 kids in there. She has sisters with her 4 kids at the spirit store. We don't even know this is the vehicle. We're just assuming she's out with her dog. But there's the black store or black female and no farm, so.
Yeah.
I guess.
What's kind of going on is my husband has been cheating on me, and so I live in the park. Oh, I live in the park 16 apartment.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Anyway, sorry. So my husband, he's been cheating. We've been away from the house for like a week. I'm trying to stay away so he can understand that I don't want to be with him anymore, And so, we're just...
And you can see on camera.
Have you been living out of the car then?
No, in the Greenwood Hotel.
Okay.
I think that, Greenwood over off of 320, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see
it's
cops dance. And she has
not a big deal. We're good.
and look what
I was thinking about getting
Well, you know why we got called out, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go verify first.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so-
full circumstances, I'm going to go verify. I'm going to go walk inside.
Okay.
Save some
look at this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
So what's the plan?
I'm just waiting for my sister, and then we were gonna go eat at Sherry's, and then probably go back to the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, we're trying to get this.
That's my body camera.
Yeah, it's recording you right now.
Right now. You're forever immortalized. You're famous.
You're okay. That's okay. You don't have to be scared. Here, why don't you pick up that stuff?
With her behavior, it seems like the mother is speedrunning losing custody of her children. Given how carefree she seems to be, that might actually be for the best.
Hi. Who is the most person in the know? Okay, is it that big old white SUV out there?
Yes.
Okay, so what exactly have you seen?
Okay, we haven't seen much except for the kids keep individually coming in here getting cups of water and ice, which is no big deal, but they're dirty. The boy just had shorts on, no shoes, no shirt, and they were randomly for about 2 hours coming in. And we we kept trying to watch, but we've been busy.
Yeah.
They would like go outside and dissolve. We couldn't tell where they were going.
Okay.
So this last time they came in, we went and watched where they were going, and one of my servers walked over to the front to see if she could see any parents or anything, and she said they were both slumped over.
And who was that? Can you just tell us what you witnessed when you walked over?
So I checked the mail and then walked in front of the car, and both the subjects were like forward, like falling asleep.
So the person who's out there now.
Yeah, the girl was in the driver's seat, and then I believe there was a black male in the passenger. I believe.
Okay, but for sure the woman that we're talking to was completely slumped over.
Yeah.
And where were the children at?
They were in the back, and the windows were down, and the car was running.
Okay, would you be willing to provide like a recorded statement of just official coerced statement of what you saw?
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Sir, she did go in and get some water from Cherry's, but I was right here watching and everything, you know. So like
This looks like an airplane.
Like
Look,
nothing,
no,
you
this
know.
look.
So
This goes.
they are a little out of control.
That goes in your mouth.
You can replant?
Yeah,
I
you
need to
can
talk to you over here, please, and away from your kids. Okay, so I'm going to be very blunt with you, and this is going to go one or two ways, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
We have reason to take all three children into protective custody, and so that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
You and I both know what's going on here. That's why we're here. Hi,
What's
baby.
going on? Tell me.
We've had multiple witnesses calling in about all of your children. They're filthy. You and somebody else were in there, passed out in the car. We have multiple witnesses. Yes, I'm not, like I said, it's going to go one or two ways.
No,
okay?
no problem.
So here's what's going to happen is I'm going to get really good contact information from you.
Okay.
I'm going to allow you to come back to the station and meet with CPS directly.
Okay.
But as far as the police are concerned, I do not have faith if I leave these children in your custody that they're going to be protected and safe, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. Okay? And then charges will be forwarded to the prosecutor for neglect. Okay? That's where we're at right now.
If I have my sister come.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that's why you can come back and we're going to have that direct conversation about somebody that you deem, because they always try to keep with family, right? But as far as the police are concerned, we intervene when we believe that the child's safety is in jeopardy, right? We're the initial contact. Then what happens is the CPS gets involved, and then they will find a family member, if you can find one that can pass the background check that you feel safe with, to take the children into custody while resources or whatnot gets presented to you, whether that be different shelter, whether that be some drug referral stuff. But as far as we're concerned, and the amount of information that we've gotten from a multiple third party unrelated, right? We're not just here picking on you. That's what I always tell people, is that we're here because something's going on. We know it, we wouldn't be here. I'm not contacting that car or anybody else.
No, yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
I understand. I'm not going to give you any problem. I really, I don't agree, you know.
And typically people don't.
Well, yeah, no, I am going through some things.
Yeah.
You know, but I was never passed out. I was on the phone with...
And just everything is audio and visually recorded.
No, yeah, you're good. I was on the phone with Green Dot and Progressive. I have an insurance thing going on.
Okay.
You know, and I allowed them to go get some water.
Okay.
And I was watching them. The dog did get loose, and so, you know, they obviously ran after the dog. Whatever, I got out, you know, went and got the dog. There was 3 ladies over there.
Okay.
You know, I mean, sorry about that.
Fine.
You know, but I'm not going to give you any problems.
Okay. I appreciate that. Like I said, I try to be very straightforward because there's no point in trying to pull a veil over your eyes and tell you something's going on that's not, or try to like lie to you. I don't work that way. I'd rather be very upfront and blunt with what I have and what we're going to do with that. Okay. Considering where we're at now, I am going to read you your Miranda rights. Okay. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. You have the right at the time to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. And you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements.
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Let's talk about Halloween.
Listen, come here, you guys. No, you're okay. Stop. Listen, you guys are going to have to go with these guys. Listen, it's okay. Listen.
We're just going to go play for a little bit. That's all.
Wait.
We're gonna go to the
Frida,
police
it's
station.
okay. Frida, we're going to play.
Yeah. There's a whole room. There's snacks. It's just for a little bit.
I love snacks.
Oh, I can tell. Let's go get you some snacks, okay?
I can tell.
And you guys can all stay together. How cool is that?
So I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, what was I supposed to, you know, there's really nowhere ever you can go and park and just not be doing anything wrong. And
so you weren't doing drugs today and slumped over with another gentleman in your car while your children were sitting?
No, I don't have, no gentleman was with me at all.
Okay. Well, and if that's what if that's your statement, then that's your statement. But we have,
there has been no gentleman
concerned third parties, unbiased, who've been watching you, and the black gentleman that was in your car with you with your children as both were slumped over. And that's
there's
the call
no
that we came
gentleman.
to. Okay. And that can be your statement when we have.
But there's cameras too, right?
And we will absolutely be getting the cameras, yes.
Okay, because, yeah, that is not true at all. And so you guys are taking my kids because of accusations?
Multiple people reporting the same thing, and that your children have been running around inside and out. They're filthy. That asking for water with no parental supervision in the parking lot. So yes.
I was right here. I mean, I told you guys that they went to get water before you even told me that.
And you can provide a full-blown recorded statement at the station if you would like, just about your recollection of the
and
incident.
it's not, but the thing is, it's not going to change anything.
So like I said, as of right now,
like, you know, it's not fair.
As of right now, they're not facing any criminal charges. It's just being forwarded to the prosecutor based upon the as police officers. When we get a 911 call and then we hear multiple people were all reporting the same thing, we have to intervene in what's best for what we can see, the totality of the circumstances, and what's best for the children.
Right.
And so that's what we're doing. Whether or not charges get filed with the prosecutor or they decline the case, that's up to them. And then CPS comes in, and if there's resources that need to be offered, they try to make they call it like an emergency action plan.
So then how come, I'm just asking also, so then why wouldn't I be able to get my kids back
Because
today?
I'm taking them in protective custody from you.
From
And CPS. Again, we just intervene, and if do you have prior CPS involvement at all?
No.
Okay, none at all.
No.
Okay, no prior like children taken. Okay.
No.
Then that will be on them. But as far as like, it's kind of like we have responsibility to take care of it, and then we pass it. We know on CPS.
Okay.
And then they go from there.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Fully.
Okay.
As far as like, so the accusations that were made about some dude in my truck, how do we, you know, figure out or know that that's not what happened, and you know, whatever, like
so everything's just going to be about evidence, right? So we take statements and then CCTV and all that stuff will speak to it.
Okay.
Cameras here, cameras inside, all that stuff. I mean, we do an entire investigation. It's not like it's just face value, right? It's just based upon the information we have here and now.
Yeah,
we're going to take action on behalf of the children, and we're going from there. Okay. And the address is on that business card as well.
Is where I'll be going?
Yes.
Is that where they're going?
8th Avenue South. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right.
They may come back with me today.
CPS is going to make that determination.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold of them and kind of see what they would like to do with this whole thing.
Okay.
Okay. So it may take a half an hour while we call them and figure it out, or it may take a few hours for them to come down. I don't know how long.
So when do you think would be best for me to show up?
If the officers here are done with you, I'd just go over there right now.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right.
But I won't see them.
Not for right now.
Okay. All right.
You don't have to. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, buddy. We're gonna go. I don't know. I was gonna go make a call. Do you wanna hang out? Yeah, hang out and get some pictures. I'll be right back, man, okay?
At this point, the mother is just obstructing law enforcement, which can lead to a charge for resisting arrest. That's certainly not going to go over well in court.
Hi. Good, how are you doing? Are you Lindsay? Is it Lindsay or Lindsay? Okay, Lindsay. I figured as much. Do you have a question or?
Yeah, I want to see my kids.
And I get that, but unfortunately, where we're at right now, we're just trying to figure out what's going on with CPS.
Yeah.
How did you guys get here? Did you guys come together or?
Yeah, I drove.
You drove? Okay. So, based upon everything right now, I know you don't know a whole heck of a lot other than the fact that they were put in a dangerous situation, right? And so when CPS gets here, they look at the entirety of the circumstances of, she wasn't mom, I get that, but then she was also left with the children. And apparently you kind of knew stuff was up, but she still had the children. And then living circumstances, we were told one thing by her, one thing by you guys. So do we
Listen, they know what's going on. She got her own house. I got my own house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's how it is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? She's mom. I'm trying to give her a chance to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So when's the last time you saw your kids?
My kids?
Yeah.
I see my kids about almost every other day or every day. Because this is the plan, okay? I set the plan up. I was tired of shit going on and shit, right? So I put my sister at the house.
Okay.
So I know about my kids all the time. I'm talking about my kids and everything about all the time, you know what I mean? But she takes them and runs off, and then, I can't send them. They're in her custody. They're not in mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's no custody. But, you know what I mean? I don't push that because there's native laws. You know what I mean? And the native law is mom wins. Native law, they win. You know what I mean?
So this doesn't answer my question. When the last time that you actually physically saw him?
Like yes, I seen him. Let me see. I went to work this morning, so I was at the Telecom house. Okay. So from the Telecom house, I seen him yesterday morning. No, yesterday night. I came through, we ate, waxed, you know what I mean? I bought some food, all that, you know what I mean? They were supposed to be going to the house, and I said, no.
Where are you living? Because that would be more than likely where the children reside.
Okay, I would be living in Telecom.
Okay.
Because I really wouldn't be living in Telecom. If I had my kids, it would be different because I'd be living in that 3-bedroom house and I would just drive to work every day. Then just living down in Telecom where my job is. See what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay, so then the truth of the story is that based upon everything, again, and they also look at previous CPS history, right? Has there been CPS history before with your children? But with your specific 3 children?
Yeah.
Okay, and then look at prior criminal history of you and current driving status, like your DBLS3, you're not supposed to be driving, so then and I don't know about you, is your license suspended?
No.
No, okay. And that's what we're going to go. All of these things get taken into consideration because it's about, at this point in time, it's about the children. They are covered in dirt. They smell very badly. It looks like they've been living out that car. She said they've been living out that car for about a week now, or staying at some motel she couldn't name because you and her have been fighting. And so again, we always are doing what we believe is best of the children. So when CPS gets here, we look at everything and be given hold on, hear me out. But again, based upon everyone's telling a different story, no one's given us straight answers. All I know is that we were called and found these children in a dangerous situation, and I'm always going to do what I can to protect children. Yes, yeah, absolutely. And I'm very passionate. I have my own kids. Kids don't get to speak for themselves, but based upon the dirt and their smell, they don't smell like they've taken a shower in days and days. Like, it's not good. It's very apparent that they've not been taken care of. I always say when we take them into protective custody, it's like a big pause button. We're going to go pause because at this point in time, they were not safe, and we need to try to figure out what safe looks like. So it's a big old pause. So before you can come see them or we can release them, we have to, it's like a full court press of trying to do what's best for those kids because we just want to make sure that they're safe. Okay? Okay. Thank you guys. Yep.
The father of the children was even found to have a serious criminal history, including domestic abuse charges, while the mother had an extensive record of drug abuse. As a result, she racked up a few charges, 3 counts of child neglect.
So, what is the circumstances with her dropping off the kiddos here?
So I haven't spoke with Zaya since May? Okay. She's dropped the kids off at their dad's job. He took them back to her. They did a wellness check. She chased him in traffic. I saw this on video chat. She chased him in traffic with the kid. I don't know if the kids were in the car. She chased him in traffic, went and got the kids, and I'm asleep. He said somebody's banging at your door.
Yeah, I was sitting in the room. She was literally falling asleep, and I heard like a consistent knocking. It didn't stop.
Now we move to Washington, where officers arrived at a residence after they had been called regarding a woman who had dropped off her children unsupervised at the doorstep of a random house. As if that wasn't bad enough, her attitude, once confronted, takes the situation from bad to worse.
And I was like, somebody's knocking at the door. So then we both got up and she went to the window right here and was like, she seen who it was and was like, you're not supposed to be here.
And she's like backing away. Tell your brother to come get the kids. Takes off running and backs out the entire. She didn't drive at all. She backed out the entire parking lot and then sped off.
She never went in here?
Never came in, no.
Where were the kids at?
Sitting on my front porch.
Right in front of the door. As soon as we opened the door.
They have bags and all three of them in car seats. I called the mom and she said she got to get up at work. She got to.
Okay, we're just going to be so real.
Yeah, her auntie's on the phone. Their auntie's on the phone. Their blood auntie's on the phone. But I did call the mom and she's like, stop calling me with this. If you called the police, good job. I got to get up at work. Got to get up at 4:30 to go to work.
So let me get this straight. So, because I and the kids haven't been here in like a year. However, they have stayed here in the past. My main concern is just I think the kids are safe, right? Like, obviously, you probably don't want them to be here.
It's not that I don't want them. I have to look out for myself.
No, I hear you. Did she say anything else about what her plan was?
No. She said, she didn't. She literally said, call your brother and took off running.
Okay, officer.
Yeah.
I want to say this now.
Can you guys go?
And I do not get along.
At all.
If she knows her kids are at my house, she may come on some ignorant BS. She's not trying to go to jail behind them cheering.
Sure.
She's not supposed to have any contact because I am. I will come and get them.
What's your ETA, do you think, to get here?
I am exactly 28 minutes away from the process, so 28 minutes or less.
They're okay until she gets here. I just wanted to cover my.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. You know what happened? We were at Mariposa for a welfare check earlier. No, the mom.
Dad dropped them off at the grandma's house. She went and got the kids from her.
Let's remember, Dad was at
I was on the phone the whole time.
Okay. So here's the plan, okay? So we're gonna call grandma real quick to find out more information about the kids. I know auntie's coming to come get them. Ultimately, like that's what we care about, the kids' safety. We're gonna write a thing up about this and then we're gonna forward it to CPS, okay?
Okay, I think a CPS call has already been made.
Okay, well there's gonna be another one because it's leaving the kids out here and running away is not cool.
Hello, this is Officer Boyle with the Federal Way Police Department. So we're here with your grandbabies, and we're trying to get this all situation sorted out. Situation is the kids were left at their auntie's house, correct? The youngest one, the one that's sleeping, the one that has the cleft lip, and they had the baby. She has a feeding tube, correct? So our concern right now is that she needs to be fed. When do you know when the last time that she was fed?
I don't think we need to get CPS to like take kids right now because auntie's coming to get them. But it's just the mom is like tripping out. Like you can't be doing that. I tried to call her like several times, and she's allegedly on her way to Oregon. She had. That's what she said earlier when we went to Mariposa.
I don't mean to interrupt you. I want to make sure that the little baby is medically okay. And then how often does she need to be fed during via the feeding tube?
Fed on the feeding tube every 3 hours.
When's the last time you ate?
1:45. So
God.
coming right up on it.
Why are you not grabbing the mother's information?
Oh, my partners are grabbing all that. So this is my portion of the investigation.
What are you investigating, sir? That the children was dropped off with their auntie?
It sounds like your daughter dropped the kids off over here and then took off. So he was supposed to have the kids, then he dropped them off. Your daughter came, picked them up, and then dropped them off over here. Well, so she's not here taking care of her kids right now. So that is our number one concern. And so you're not able to come pick up the grandbabies, but you're able to go to work. So if you're not going to give me your information, I'll let you get ready for work. And then if another unknown number calls, just know that's the Federal Way Police Department trying to get a hold of you, okay? We don't know grandma's name. We don't know.
She's not giving up any information?
No, ma'am. So we have fire coming out to check on little one.
Okay.
To make sure that
yes,
baby is okay for the feeding tube. Okay. So that's our number one priority is making sure the kids are okay, health-wise and everything like that.
Okay.
Where are the other two kids? Do they need medical attention or anything like that? They're okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Because Officer Boyle with the Federal Way Police Department, just to let you know I have my body camera on. What's going on tonight? Are you able to come pick the kids up? Perfect. We need you to come pick the kids up at the auntie's house, okay? Okay, perfect. Well, you'll see multiple police officer cars just pull up, and we will talk to you outside, and then we'll get the kids in your possession, okay? Okay, so Grandma refused to give me her name or anything like that, but she was willing to talk on the phone with me. She was able to get a hold of Mom, is at home, and she said that she's willing to come pick the kids up. So I told her to come pick the kids up as soon as possible, and she said she's about 5-10 minutes out.
Okay, we're gonna talk to her.
Yeah.
Child abandonment isn't something to be taken lightly, with the punishment for third-degree child abandonment being up to a year in jail and possibly $5,000 in fines alone.
So we're like I said, we're trying to make sure these kids are taken care of, right? That's like the whole issue here. Like nobody knows about the whole like feeding thing. Like this is why it's very like alarming that like you would just leave your kids here and leave. So anyways, I'll talk to you more when you get here, and then we'll go from there. She's got like a feeding tube thing going on.
Yeah, is the clamp unclamped?
It's not working. Okay, hang on. Put your hands behind your back. Okay. Yeah.
Why are both of y'all back?
You're under arrest for abandonment.
I'm under arrest for abandonment?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who did I abandon?
All of your
All
children.
3 children.
I left them with their dad.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I left them with their family members and I'm going to jail for abandonment?
Yep, you're going to go.
Whoa, hold the no,
So,
I need to call my mom first. Day shift is taking who? Their dad's here and you're telling me he can't do the clamp problem?
Also, you're suspended or revoked 3rd degree, so you're also arrested for...
Suspended in the 3rd degree?
Yeah, you're unable to drive. So
What the what about my
you want to
car?
go left or right? Towards side.
So who's gonna park my car?
Let's do what's it called real
Whoa, what the okay.
quick. Spread your feet.
That's fine.
Alright, since you got girls.
My mom will be on me all day. I'm not. This is crazy.
You're gonna be in jail until Monday. It's the weekend.
What do you mean Monday?
Yeah. It's the weekend.
You have anything
There's no court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday. Yes.
It's today is Friday.
I have work. So that's why you guys had me come here.
Well, Dad's here, and the baby is in dire need to go to the hospital right now.
What do you mean that I just fed her? What are you talking about? There is no dying need of nothing.
Oh, that's what the fire department said. All good? Nothing?
No, you're lying. I have her feeding thing right on my schedule. You guys are lying. No, you guys are not about to sit here and make it seem like I didn't feed my child.
All right, so Dad, why don't you hang back with me for a second? We got Mom in custody, all right? We don't need any interaction between you two, all right? It's already been a stressful night for you guys. Let's try to limit all that, all right?
Yo!
My mom will bail me out like your mom, you punk ass.
Up in the car. Put your feet in there.
Yeah, it's okay. And I will get my kids back.
Put your feet in the car, please.
Let's just limit all this, all right? I appreciate it.
I'm gonna be her.
I know. I appreciate you guys.
Sit down in front of the police.
I appreciate.
I will beat your ass. Shut up. Come on.
Get in the car, please.
You were doing my hand check, you stupid.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing? Did you just kick an officer?
I sure did.
Okay, well now it's a felony.
That's fine with me.
Sick. Okay. Nope. Trying to get you in the car. You can't be kicking officers.
I was getting in the car. She had my cuffs. You guys are being ridiculous.
No, we have body cam.
How am I supposed to get in? Yes, and you can see she had my cuffs. Like I said, how am I going to get in the car? You have my cuffs.
You can't be kicking cops like that.
That's fine.
With the amount of complete disregard she had for her children, the mother racked up a number of charges no parent should ever have. Child abandonment, assaulting a police officer.
Stop running. I'm not running. That's it. You black juveniles.
Here we jump straight into the action as the officers actively pursue a couple of juveniles after running their license plate. However, one of their mothers does the stupidest thing ever and decides to intervene, catching herself a number of charges no one wants on their record.
Go secure the car.
He's 14.
I don't give a shit. It's a stolen vehicle.
It's not dating. You have it?
Shut up. It's a stolen vehicle. I literally watched him jump out of the car.
So what? It's not there. Literally, what's that
Shut up. Stop walking towards me. You'll be arrested. No shit's not theirs. It's a stolen vehicle.
Yeah, I'm gonna find my keys.
That's her right there. 7.
Two drivers versus black males and all black. One had an afro, one had a white stripe down the black pants, black hoodies. Alright, a cruiser stays over here at Wilvis to hold the perimeter. I'm gonna put the drone out to check the backyard. Yeah, they kept running all towards the house, not super uncooperative. So if someone could go sit in front of the house, there's a side door that they can get to.
Hey, that's the mom that keeps driving, trying to.
Y'all really got me f***ed up. I hope y'all know that.
Why is that?
Because they wasn't motherfucking driving. That's why.
Why'd they get out and run?
So wait, why the f*** pulling guns?
Because they're in a stolen vehicle.
No, they wasn't driving. Liar. No, because he wanted to shoot my son that somebody was driving. How did somebody run if he was driving? How did somebody run if he was
It'll be a
driving?
supervisor over here in a minute. You can talk to
Get
her.
him here.
Yeah, you can talk to
Get
him.
him here.
You can talk to him.
Let's go on a gun on a 14-year-old.
Yeah, if he in a stolen car, sure.
He jumped out, so he wasn't driving, so you.
Okay, all right.
You.
Yeah.
You. Oh.
If you keep following us cussing, you going to jail too. You going to jail too. That's what's about to happen. That's what's about to happen. What's about to happen. I'm telling you, that's what, you can't sit out here and be disorderly. You can't sit out here and be disorderly. You can go to jail too. Because you said no city property. City property. Come on. City property.
Someone else get the custody.
Off of me.
You can go right to the custody. That's cool.
I swear to God. Don't touch my daughter. Why is he touching my daughter?
Hey, let's go.
Don't touch my daughter. Man, you got me up, bro. You got me up, bro. Man, y'all wild as shit. Y'all couldn't wait to do this shit. You couldn't wait to do this shit. You couldn't wait. I don't give a f. Shut up. I did shit to you.
That's cool.
Yo, man, damn, bro. I don't give a f, bro. They lame as f. They couldn't wait to do this shit. Yo, but y'all ain't arresting guns, though. But you ain't arresting the motherfucking guns, though. Piece of shit.
Every crime.
Piece of shit.
Yep.
Man, motherfucker, y'all just got with a gun.
Okay.
What you talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Y'all lame as f. Off of me, girl.
If you kick somebody, you going for a felony. You kick me, you going for a felony. I'm telling you what you're doing. I'm telling you what's going to happen.
I can stand the
Get in the car.
Get in the
Get in the car. I'm snatching your side.
Get in.
Okay, that's cool. Cause I'm gonna do it your way.
I don't care, bro.
Get in the car.
Yes, ma'am. Look what they did in my fucking leg, bro. Trying to push me in this dumb car. All right, well, first off, I'm not bro. Bruh, at this point, you think I care? They arrested me for what? For talking? For talking? But you didn't arrest a boy 2 days ago with a gun. Quit f***ing playing with me, man. All right, what did you need a supervisor for, ma'am? Because they heard me. They arrested me for nothing for talking. I'm allowed to talk.
Obstruction is just one of the charges the mother faces, and that alone could result in her spending a whole year in jail and paying fines of up to $5,000. And considering her actions so far, an obstruction charge is the least of her concerns.
That's me.
All right. What's your name, sir?
My name is.
What is it? Come on, come up here and talk to me. What's going on, man?
What I don't understand is how they was being real disrespectful to my sister. This is her property. And
okay, who's your sister?
The one that they got cuffed up in there.
Oh, the one's under arrest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
She was on her property talking to them because she know who it is.
Okay.
All she was trying to do was talk to them like, hey, y'all didn't have to pull guns out and all that other stuff.
Okay,
that
well,
makes no sense.
Is she a police officer or something?
Who?
Your who's it? Your mom or your sister?
That's my sister.
Yo, you can't take my You can't take my phone. Man, you cannot take my phone. That's my get the. You can wait the rest of you. You beat your. I swear to God, I'll beat your. Take that gun and badge off. Swear up.
Yeah, grab.
Was she a police officer? Or is she like a lawyer or something? So she knows police tactics and all that stuff? What's going
She knows
on?
the law, but like,
Oh, does
you
she?
gonna arrest her on her property though?
Yeah, she's under arrest.
For what?
I can find that out from the officers if you'd like.
I got y'all. I'm gonna have these kids give y'all hell. Get your sergeant. Hey, get your sergeant. I want the sergeant right now. I want the sergeant right now.
So yeah, she's under arrest right now. She's going to be charged.
Then I asked the key. I asked them for my keys to my car, and they tell me no.
Okay, which keys?
To this car right here that she had on her person.
Okay. So that was the car she was riding around in, I guess?
Trying to find her son.
The one we're trying to apprehend? Who's in a stolen vehicle? Is that the one?
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I'm gonna tell you that's what's going on, okay?
Oh, I get
because
that.
he was in a stolen vehicle and he's being under arrest if we find him, okay?
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Hey, ma'am. Can I get a picture of your name?
Man, I want to talk to the sergeant because y'all ignorant as
I am the sergeant.
Well, why do I get arrested for telling them my kids wasn't driving?
Why are y'all chasing a 14-year-old with a gun? Why am I being arrested for that? In front of my motherfucking house.
You, man. Y'all couldn't wait to arrest me, but it's all good. Y'all gonna pay for this one because I'm definitely getting an attorney. I'm calling my white mom. Yeah. You arrested me for telling you my son was running. You arrested me for telling you my son was running. He wasn't driving a car. The f out of here. No, that wasn't no lawful order by telling me to shut my mouth in front of my house. That ain't no lawful order, bruh. There's another charge. Whatever, bruh. Take me down. It is what it is. I knew this shit was coming. Lawful order, my ass. You ain't give me no lawful order. You told me to shut up in front of my own house. You. I cannot breathe back here. It's too hot.
Stop yelling so I can run down
The f, bruh. How? Y'all made the disturbance, motherfucker. Y'all made the disturbance. That's y'all's excuse. That's y'all's excuse. It's hot in here. It's hot. It's f***ing hot. I'm so glad my mom is white. I'm so glad she taught me something, right? Everything's so funny, goofy. Excuse me. These cuffs are literally cutting off my circulation. It's the way you did it. What are you talking? Look at this shit, bro. Man, look at this. Can you please look at this? Look at it. No, you didn't. You stuck your finger in there while I'm moving.
You gotta calm down.
No, man, because what the f*** being arrested for talking in front of my house?
I mean, I've
by
talked...
saying the kid wasn't driving.
Okay, I've talked to you before. You've never been this amped up.
Exactly. So do you get it?
Well, stop.
The f***, do you f***ing get it? I ain't never been like, you get it? Out of here.
The f***, y'all have plenty of excuses, boy.
All right, step on out.
And if I don't, you're gonna snatch me up, beat me up again.
No, I'm just gonna leave.
Right here, yeah. Yeah, do you see that?
I'll just switch the cuffs out, okay?
Man. I couldn't wait to arrest me. Sorry. Get these kids with guns. Go get these kids with guns.
All right, I got double lock them so they don't mess your wrists up, and then I got the bottom set, okay?
Yeah. Couldn't wait to arrest me. Phew.
Thank you. Sleep discomfort? No, he does. Walk over here. Put your head, please.
Yeah. Y'all took my phone. You need to shut your mouth. I said, I don't have to shut up. It's a freedom of speech. Oh, yeah, we're getting you. I said, it's a freedom of speech. He said, oh, yeah, we're getting I swear to God, it's on camera, so I don't care if they got their body cam on.
Yeah, they have them on.
Yeah, it's all on camera, and that's bullshit. Can you write down a phone number for her, please?
All kinds of industries.
As a result of her unusually erratic behavior, the woman received a plethora of charges and a ton of time to ponder on her actions. Assault on a law enforcement officer, obstructing official business, failure to disclose personal information, disorderly conduct, receiving stolen property,